So,
Are you ready? Ok. Première question. Qui y va?
Hi, Gary from Mother. I know that your album is inspired from Alice in Wonderland, and especially the title. So I would like to know why did you choose this title especially, and what is it about Lewis Carroll and Alice in Wonderland that fascinates you so?
well, it's only in part inspired by Alice in Wonderland. I thought that the concept of being consumed by someone else, it goes back to the Christ myth, and it's why this is a man who became a symbol, and then the symbol is in religion and consumed by people that believe in the religion. And this record was me being a symbol as Marilyn Manson, becoming human for the first time making this record. And for me saying that I want someone to consume me, I think is the greatest gesture of sacrifice or of submission in romance. So it's very much a romantic notion. And, you know, in a sense, I mean it in a literal way, that if I had to pick a way that I want to die, I would want to be, you know, eaten alive by somebody that I was in love with. I think that's, if I had to pick a way, that would be the way.
Suivant.
Phantasmagoria is just been postponed briefly till October, I think, somewhere around there, because it was supposed to take place when I was making the record. And last year, I think that I became so obsessed with the character that I was writing about Lewis Carroll and Charles Dodson, that I was writing about myself in a sense. So it's good that I have a bit of a distance before I make the film, so I can have a better perspective. But this record didn't exist, and I probably wouldn't exist, because I was in a state where I didn't want to make anything anymore. I had literally lost any sort of hope in general, and I've never been in that position before in life, so I don't ever want to be again. So this record, you can hear me being reborn, you can hear romance dying, you can hear romance being born. This record is not necessarily more personal in the amount of effort that I put into it, but I think it's, if you listen to it, you can hear what it's like to know me personally, probably more than any of my other records, because I wrote very immediately. You know, the first song on the record says Christmas morning, 6 a.m., and that's when I wrote it, and I sang it that same day, and that's the way the record kind of works. So the record, for me, singing has only been finished recently, so I haven't even had that much time and distance to look at it objectively.
Hi. Your album is also musically very different from the other one. Can you explain why, what your influences?
I mean, the music took place over the course of the year, and me as a singer, I couldn't really get anything accomplished, because I think in my relationship, I had got myself in a position where I was supposed to change the way I am, and I'm used to living a certain way just like anybody else is, and it's something as simple as I like to go to bed when the sun comes up, and I wake up when the sun goes down. So it's very classic vampire in that sense, which is, you know, to me it's funny, but when I was asked to change the way that I live because of marriage, I felt like I was being asked to change who I was, so I didn't want to be me anymore, so I didn't want to make music anymore, and I almost eventually got to the point where I didn't want to live anymore. And the music that I was listening to, you know, if I had to pick a couple of records, it was Diamond Dogs and OK Computer and Purple Rain. So I think that I was trying to make a record that I would listen to, because I never listened to my music. But this record I listened to, and I think that I tried to make something musically that fit into that world, because that's the type of music that I listen to. So it was more melodic and more guitar oriented, which also raised the expectations for me as a singer. I really wanted to sing on this record. So I was, it was a lucky combination that the music was sort of set the bar for me as a singer, that I had to sing maybe the most that I've sang on a record before. And so I really wanted to be a great singer on this record.
Hello. Talking about music, there are a lot of very complex guitar solos on this album. So maybe do you already know who's going to be the guitar player on tour with you?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, Tim Skold, who produced the record with me, played all the guitar and the bass as well. And he's going to play guitar on the tour. And we have a new bass player whose name is Rob Holliday, who was formerly in The Prodigy, but he joined the band.